and hearty welcome to all of you for yet another important interactive meeting with Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Biotechnology, as well as Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Mr. Priyank Kharge ji. He is already here with us. I will request all the friends from the industry to kindly take your seats so that we can start the program without much ado. And now I am very pleased to invite on stage Honorable Minister for IT, BT and RDPR, Shri Priyank Kharge ji. Sir, kindly join us on the stage. I also take this opportunity to invite Dr. Ekrup Kaur, Secretary, Department of IT, BT and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. I am also pleased to invite on stage Shri Arvind Kumar, Director General of Software Technology Parks of India, STPI. You all know him. He is here in Delhi amongst us. I am also pleased to invite on stage Ms. Gurneet Tej, Resident Commissioner, Karnataka Bhavan, here in Delhi. Also, I am happy to invite on stage Shri Darshan ji. Mr. Darshan is the Managing Director of KITS and also Director of IT and Biotechnology. And I would like to invite on stage Shri Shailendra Tyagi ji. Shailendra Tyagi ji is the STPI Director, works very closely with us in curating this entire event, and he has joined us from Bangalore for this interaction. So, there is a lot in store today. This is the third consecutive year that we are conducting the industry engagement. The beauty of this program, unlike many other programs, is it is kind of an open house interaction with Honorable Minister. And that is where we take a departure from the conventional way of introducing the program. And I'm looking forward to those who are attending for the first time to this engagement and this interaction. I will now begin the program by requesting Shri Darshan HV, IAS. He is the Managing Director, as I said, of KITS and also Director ITBT, to kindly take the stage and deliver his welcome address.
Thank you, JPG. Eldrigu namaskara. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the distinguished guests on stage, diplomats, representatives of trade bodies, industry leaders who are present here, industry association representatives, and the members of the media. It is an honor here today to welcome all of you to this special roadshow event as we build momentum for the upcoming 27th edition of Bengaluru Tech Summit 2024. Thank you for being a part of this gathering, which serves as a prelude to one of the most influential technology summits in the world. Firstly, I would like to welcome to this event Shri Priyank Kharge, Honorable Minister for IT, BT and RDPR. Thank you very much, sir, for being a part of this event. I would also like to welcome Dr. Ekrup Kaur, Secretary, Department of Electronics, IT, BT and Science and Technology. I would also extend my warm welcome to Shri Arvind Kumar, Director General, Software Technology Parks of India. I would also like to welcome Shri Shailendra Kumar Tyagi, Director, STPI. I would also like to extend our sincere warm welcome to Gurneet Tej, Resident Commissioner, Karnataka Bhavan, New Delhi. I would also like to welcome Mr. Jagdish Patankar, Executive Chairman, Active. So, the Bengaluru Tech Summit, scheduled from 19th to 21st November 2024 at the iconic Bangalore Palace, continues to be at the forefront of technological innovation, business and research. This year's theme, Unbound, highlights our ambition to break barriers, push the limits of innovation and empower the future with technology. My dear friends, BTS 2024 will focus on a wide range of areas including IT and deep tech, biotech, startups, and electronic system design and manufacturing, positioning Bengaluru as a leader in these critical sectors. Today, we strongly believe that your participation at BTS 2024 can open up unparalleled opportunities for your organization or country to explore new markets, collaborate with startups, meet industry leaders and policymakers, and much more. Today's roadshow is a snapshot of what Bangalore Tech Summit 2024 will offer everyone. We are delighted to extend a warm invitation to all of you once again to join us in Bengaluru this November and make this event a grand success. Thank you very much, everyone. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, Darshanji, for that very warm welcome to all the guests who have joined us over here. And now we are moving on to a very interesting short video which actually unleashes the central theme and why that theme. So before we start, I would request you to make sure that the lights are slightly dim so that the effect is better, and then we'll start the film. So are we ready? So it is the unbound video of Bengaluru Tech Summit 2024.
Where humanity and tech unite to break boundaries. Where tomorrow is imagined on a foundation of knowledge. Research and development are at the core, prompting the world to build game-changing global innovation centers. Breaking boundaries in innovation, catalyzing the ecosystem, generating centers of excellence, the source of creation, providing a playing field for the next generation. To shift paradigms, leap ahead. Thrive, create, innovate, get set for success. Set new benchmarks, birth new unicorns. Generate life, regenerate the planet. Where talent finds opportunity in a cosmopolitan environment. With progressive policies, nurtured by nature, a rich culture that welcomes and encourages diversity, so that boundaries don't exist. Welcome to Karnataka, where the world will converge at the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2024. To be unbound.
To be unbound. What a phenomenal theme this year, taking it to the next level after last year's core theme, breaking boundaries. And we are building the entire event around that. But coming to Bangalore is not just about this event. It's also about understanding the entire ecosystem, engaging with all the stakeholders who all gather for Bengaluru Tech Summit. So I'm going to request now Dr. Ekrup Kaur, Secretary, Department of Information Technology, Biotechnology and Science and Technology, to take you through a very interesting presentation that gives you insights on some of the key initiatives of the Government of Karnataka, Department of IT, as well as key highlights of this event. Over to Dr. Ekrup Kaur.
Very good morning to everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. This event is not just a prelude to BTS, it is also a very good opportunity for us to interact with all of you, for you to interact with the minister, and for us to also, since we have all of you here, showcase our Karnataka ecosystem. Bangalore Tech Summit certainly brings us all together, and like every year, this year also we are hoping for a very good participation from all of you and from people across the globe. The theme of the event was just introduced by the video that we saw. We feel that, today the capacity, the potential of human intellect, of technology, and the interplay between the two, it is absolutely unbound. There are no limits. And it is this unbound energy, this unbound, the products of this interplay, which we are going to see and showcase at Bangalore Tech Summit. The summit was kicked off with a conversation of top CEOs with the Honorable Chief Minister. This has also become like an annual event, and this shapes up the entire ideology for the upcoming Tech Summit. We had this about 2 months back. Then we also met all our GIA partners, Global Innovation Alliance partners. Karnataka has about 30 plus Global Innovation partners. We had a discussion and interaction with them as well, and today we are meeting here. So just to take you through Bangalore Tech Summit, as you all know, many of you have been part of Bangalore Tech Summit in the earlier years. This is the 27th edition of the Bangalore Tech Summit, and broadly the summit aims to cover 5 major pillars. The trends in the technology domain, what the thought leaders have to say, disruptors, and people who have really made it big in this technology domain. They give their insights on IT, deep tech, biotech. So Tech Summit is a conglomeration of all domains of technology, and not just IT or not just deep tech. Business is a very, very important pillar of this event, and we have B2B meetings, we have exhibition, product launches, and a lot of opportunities for both countries to have their own conferences at the event, as well as companies to have their B2B meetings at the event. We also facilitate B2G meetings for any one of you who would like to have interaction with government and would like to start any business discussions with the government of Karnataka. Of course, the entire ecosystem rides on the strength of the talent. We not only nurture talent through our various programs which happened at the event, but also like to reward excellence through the awards which have been instituted. STPI is our partner in doing this entire event, and we would be having awards for exports, for bio, for startups. The broad spectrum, as I just said, covers business and partnerships, idea exchange. This is more like a thought leadership forum rather than an investment event. We like to showcase what Bangalore has to offer, and we know that the strength of the ecosystem is such that you will automatically get attracted to it. We, of course, like to showcase the experiences and the excellence which is there in the ecosystem. These are the 6 main tracks that we have. As you would remember, we used to have 4 tracks earlier. Then we expanded the international track into 2 dedicated tracks, one on global collaborations and one dedicated India-USA track. And this year, and very rightly so, we are introducing a new track on electro-semicon. We all know today India is really making very strong and big strides in this domain. And Bangalore has a very, very strong ecosystem around electronics and semiconductors. So we are this year introducing a dedicated track on electronics and semiconductor, along with IT, biotech, startup tracks, which used to be there every year and would be much bigger, better, and global this year. So this entire ecosystem that we are talking of, and this celebration which happens at BTS, is basically because of the strength that Karnataka has to offer. A very, very robust R&D ecosystem, world-class innovation hubs, supporting infrastructure, skilled workforce, talent, as I can't stress more on it, is really the strength of the ecosystem. And government is very, very proactive, and government has all along been a pioneer in introducing programs, initiatives, policies, which are absolutely tailored to the industry's requirement in consultation with industries. And we have many policies which support this journey of the entrepreneurs in the state of Karnataka. The priority sectors which are there today for the government include GCCs. We all know that there is a new wave of GCCs which is coming to India, and we already have, India has 1750 GCCs, of which 30% are in Karnataka. More than 460 GCCs are in Karnataka. And these are across all domains. In the next 5 to 6 years, it is expected that more than 1,000 GCCs will be coming to India, and certainly that will be the focus of the department. We are at the hem of introducing a new policy, which is the first of its kind policy in the country, which would be tailored to give incentives and support to the GCCs. The policy is going to be released by Honorable Minister on Friday. Another focus of the department is AI and cyber security. Again, something that all of us know, in last about a year and so, things have completely changed. And both on AI, we are hearing news every day. And AI and cyber security are also interrelated in many ways. Both these remain to be the focus of the department. I will be going forward, I'll be telling you about some initiatives we have taken. Life sciences, we have just come out with a new policy, and there is a new policy announced by Government of India as well. So put together, this is going to be the focus area. Karnataka is a leader in biotechnology. We have close to 21% of the market share, and we would like to build on it. Startups, I mean, sometimes I feel we, we blow our trumpet too much. But startups are, Bangalore is the startup capital for India and the 4th largest technology cluster in the world. We have more than 18,000 startups in Karnataka. And of course, electronics and semiconductor, we are the design hub, and we are now promoting manufacturing in a very big way. These are the policies which support all the priority areas of government. We have very, very niche policies also looking at very niche sectors, like the AVGC policy. I think before anyone else in the country thought about it as one sector, Karnataka has been promoting, and we have a lot of companies today which are actually doing all the animation work for all the movies that we see which come out of Hollywood. In fact, last year there were at least 6 Oscar-nominated movies which were actually the animation work happened in Bangalore. That's a very, very significant achievement. We don't get to know sometimes because they all come out in the name of the final, producer, which would be somebody in US, but a lot of work is happening behind the scenes in Bangalore. And we have policies for all other sectors, as I mentioned, and GCC policy would be our latest. I'd just like to take 2 minutes to go deeper into the GCC policy, because this is the new policy that is coming up. The policy has 4 major pillars: talent, building of the local ecosystem, incentives and infrastructure, and regulatory easing. Talent, we have launched a number of programs. Bangalore certainly already has an edge. We already have highest number of skilled talent pool which is available, highest number of top-end executives. Even in the medium level, if you see, 47% of the country's talent is in Karnataka. And we have introduced very dedicated programs to see that we stay ahead in this game. The other thing that we are looking at to strengthen GCCs is their connect with the local ecosystem, both with academia, with research and development institutions, with startups, and see that these synergies actually bring strength and bring value to your investment in Karnataka. There are some incentives, fiscal incentives, and infrastructure support which would be offered by the policy. A lot of it would be focused on areas beyond Bangalore, because there are many, many emerging clusters in Karnataka which are absolutely poised, and they are at a level that they can just take off. They have all the social infrastructure, the basic infrastructure in place, and we have a Karnataka Digital Economy Mission which is dedicatedly working on promoting these hubs outside of Bangalore. We have Mysore, Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum, and Bangalore as the 3 upcoming hubs in the first phase, and then in the second phase we will look at Tumkuru, Kalburgi, and Shimoga. So these are all, these areas would be incentivized with fiscal incentives through the policy, and regulatory easing, of course, is very important. I think anybody from business knows how important and critical it is for them. So we are looking at making it much more, it is certainly easy to do business in Karnataka, but we would like to make it even more easier and simpler for all of you. I will not go into too many details of the policy because I think my presentation will take away all the time otherwise, but there's a dedicated cybersecurity policy. Government has committed more than 100 crores to support the ecosystem, not like incentives to companies, but to support the ecosystem, which is certainly going to have a very big multiplier effect. And we have all the key cybersecurity companies already functioning out of Bangalore. We are looking at working with them. We are already we have an ongoing engagement with Cisco. We are in talks with Palo Alto, IBM. So there will be a lot of programs which will be rolled out in collaboration with the industry to see that the sector grows. AI is, of course, it cuts through all sectors. We are planning to have a dedicated center of excellence for AI. We already have 3 centers which look at AI, some parts of AI. We have a center on AI and robotics with IISE. We have machine learning center with IIITB. We have another center on Internet of Ethical Things. These 3 centers of excellence are already looking at AI applications. But going forward, we are looking at one more center with global partnerships in Bangalore on AI. Biotechnology, as I said, a new policy has come. Again, these are incentives which have been given to biotechnology sector over and above what is being already given under the industrial policy. So manufacturing in biotechnology is already incentivized under the IP. However, biotechnology has its own requirements. To further, as a top-up, this policy comes in handy, and it will support growth of biotech companies in Karnataka. We have bio-innovation hubs across Karnataka. It is not just limited to Bangalore. You can see on the map of Karnataka, right from Bidar to Bangalore, there are various innovation hubs spread across the state. Electronics, again, is the focus, as I mentioned, and we are coming up with 4 EMC clusters. These are dedicated industrial parks which will only have electronics companies housed in it. 2 clusters are already, as I talk, the work is ongoing in terms of infrastructure. One is in Hubli, Dharwad, which is called Kotur-Bellur cluster. Another one in Mysuru, and 2 more are in the works. All these clusters are being planned along with Government of India's support under EMC 2.0, and each of these clusters meets all the requirements when it comes to infrastructure, water availability, electricity, connectivity. So all of that is taken care of. And of course, there are very, very attractive incentives that are being given for setting up base in these clusters. Startups, we have more than 18,000 startups in Karnataka, and its number is only increasing. All startups in Karnataka are very, very well funded. In fact, 70% of all the funding which is going to startups is going to startups in Karnataka. And government also supports the journey of startups in a very, very systematic way. We take a life cycle approach right from ideation stage, idea to POC, validation, then early stage, growth stage, going up to their market access and acceleration in countries outside of India as well. So there are a number of programs that we have, including our flagship program called Elevate, where we give a grant of up to 50 lakhs to startups, and every year we give that grant to 100 startups. And over the 8 rounds of Elevate, we have already supported close to 1,000 startups, and these startups have done really well. Our pride are unicorns, and it's a matter of great honor that this year all the unicorns announced, all startups which have achieved unicorn status, all of them come from Bangalore. These startups are also supported by our partnerships with other countries. As I mentioned, we have 30 Global Innovation Alliance partners, and we do a lot of programs in collaboration with all our partner countries. The partnership with the global, with other countries is at a G2G level, where we have many live MOUs between countries on various technology interfaces, on collaboration on various domains. We have institution to institution level collaboration also being done through these GIA partners. We have, like recently, Minister was there in UK for the London Tech Week, and we had very fruitful engagement, which is now going to culminate into a memorandum of understanding with Catapult, which is one of the very strong support for the startup ecosystem in UK. Similarly, we also have an engagement which is going on with Station F in France. So, and there are many such other collaborations that we are doing with GIA partners. Technology sharing, learning from each other is another important aspect of our collaboration, along with support for startups, because startups really need that hand-holding and nurturing support, which the government is willing to go an extra mile and do everything possible to make them successful. These are our other programs with GIA partners, including market access program, mixer programs. We have a launchpad which facilitates incoming startups and MSMEs from other countries. And again, BTS gives you that opportunity, gives us that opportunity to showcase our partnership with our Global Alliance partners, as well as we have ongoing relationship with both US India as well as AmCham. We will be at BTS having dedicated sessions which would be curated by both these organizations, and they are a strength for BTS. BTS, we will showcase, we have a very large exhibition pavilion where various corporates, GIA partners, startups, STPI companies, MSMEs, R&D companies, even labs, they all showcase what is happening. So you, in a one shot, you get a glimpse of cutting edge work across sectors, across stakeholders. I don't think anywhere else this kind of confluence is happening at such a scale. It is a very well established event since we are in its 27th edition this year. The event has a very high brand value and which is recognized across the globe, and that will come out very well in the exhibition as well as the conference. Of course, exhibition is thematic. It is based on sectors, all the sectors that are there, which, technology domains that are showcased. This is the broad plan for the event. It is held at the iconic Bangalore Palace, and it's a great feeling to just be a part of an event in that place. This is the exhibition hall. GIA partners are here just to draw their attention that there is a special, facility created for GIA partners with very large stalls. This is the startup zone. So startup is actually the most happening zone where a lot of action is there, a lot of product launches happen, founders come and share their experience. We also have opportunities for pitching to VCs. We have opportunity to have interaction with mentors. So all of that is done in the startup zone. These are all the facilities that are available there. Again, for businesses, we will have opportunities to connect with other businesses, to connect with startups. We also have a online tool through which you can fix your meetings well in advance so that there is no uncertainty. We are also launching an app this year which will facilitate your access to what is happening at BTS, all the conference details, speakers, who's participating, who are the business delegates, so that you can get an opportunity to plan your trip very well. These are our association partners. We tie up with associations across all technology domains, and they are our strength. Again, they bring in a lot of their best partners and their best companies to showcase at BTS. These are our media partners. And participants, just a glimpse of few of the participants who have been there. Any big company globally is present at BTS. And I invite all of you, all our GIA partners as well as the companies who are here today to be a part of this event. We are still 45 days away from the event. You have an opportunity to curate a session, to participate, bring your company heads, bring your important partners. You can even plan, besides just the meetings, you can plan to have other events on the sidelines of BTS. So we will create and facilitate your participation in every which way, and the earlier we start doing that, the better it is, because then we have the opportunity to do a good job. I just mentioned all of this. This is just to give you an overall picture that at BTS 2024, we are looking at participation from 50 countries, 500 international delegates, 85 plus sessions at the conference, 460 plus speakers, 5,000 plus delegates. Exhibition would be larger than previous years with more than 1,200 exhibits. And overall, we see a footfall of more than 50,000 in the 3 days of Bengaluru Tech Summit, which this year will be from November 19 to November 21. And this is the Bangalore Palace for you. We'll all meet here. I'm looking forward to host you here. And I'm sure if your participation, you will find a lot of value in participating at this event. And certainly, it also will give you a very good bird's eye view of what is happening in Bangalore and in Karnataka, and showcase the strength of the ecosystem. Thank you so much. We are very active on social media. These are the department handles that I have put out. We also have a dedicated social media page for social media handles for BTS. So I request you to follow us so that you know what's happening in Bangalore. Thank you so much for being such a patient audience.
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, it's so tough to really present the entire canvas of what Karnataka stands for, and capturing all those elements of what Karnataka stands for in the event at BTS. Ma'am, thank you very much for so beautifully blending both the things in this presentation. Thank you so much. And now I'm very pleased to invite Director General of STPI, Shri Priyank Kharge, to address the gathering. As you all know, STPI has been a long-standing partner of this event. I'm very happy to have you with us, sir, today. Over to you.
Good afternoon. I think we start in the morning now. It's good afternoon. Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Biotech, Government of Karnataka, Shri Priyank Kharge ji. Secretary Department of Electronics, Government of Karnataka, Dr. Ekrup Kaur. Madam Gurneet, Residence Commissioner in Delhi. Darshan ji, my colleague Shailendra ji. Really, it's immense pleasure to be part of Bengaluru Tech Summit. We are partner since beginning. Maybe 27 years old relationship with this Bengaluru Tech Summit. First of all, I would like to welcome Honorable Minister to Delhi. I think all the way he has taken pain to come to Delhi, and this makes the difference why Karnataka and Bangalore are different from other states. Minister wants to come, he is so much passionate to bring all kind of the technology, all kind of the technocrats to Bangalore, to Karnataka. He always wants to interact, and that is why today Bengaluru is Bengaluru and is called Silicon Valley of the country. It is his passion that all the technology development, even today, are taking place at Bengaluru, whether it is, today everybody is talking about the biometric system, Aadhaar. I think if you see the genesis of that Aadhaar or genesis of UPI, all started from Bengaluru, because they always believe to be ahead of the curve when it comes to technology. STPI also established its first center at Bengaluru. Today we have those 65 centers. When it comes to beyond Bengaluru, we already have 6 centers other than Bengaluru. In Karnataka, today this is not a thing where I should speak more about the summit, it is more on invitation. I say this is actually, though many people claim this is Asia's largest event, world's largest event, South Asia's largest event, but this is actually truly a global event in the country. I must say those who have been part of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, they can appreciate this, and those who have not been in the part of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, they must go. I think this is a must-see event, must-go event, and as he says, believing is seeing. Please see and then believe it. It is what I am saying is correct, and actually it is a global event. There are now many events in happening, but this event is, as I said, 27 years old event. And now this event is improving day by day because now we feel a little competition from other states now. So before maybe 10 years back, you have no competition with any state. So we are improving ourselves. So Bengaluru Tech Summit is improving day by day because now you have the competition. It is good that we have competition, but old remains the gold. So this is, I think, one of the best event I must say in this country. And actually really serious business happens, not as Ekrub madam says that it's not a investor type of the content, it's more of technology, but lot of MOU signed in this event. Lot of real serious business happens in this event. I have been part of this event in the last 3 years, and I can see real serious business is integral part of this very event. You all are welcome. We as STPI also hold some STPI IT Export Awards there. It's a wonderful award, I must say, all over the country, though we have these awards in 2-3 more states, but this STPI IT Export Award at Bengaluru is unmatched, unparalleled to any other state. We have multiple COEs, like Madam says. Madam has already shown such a good, Taylor is such a wonderful and passionate, I think you can see what could be the movie there. So the kind of presentations he has given, it covers all aspects of the Bengaluru Tech Summit. We have multiple center of entrepreneurship there. We have 3 center for entrepreneurship there. Largest export, not the largest, but there is no number 2 as well. So more than 40% export of IT happens from Karnataka. So they are at number 1, and I don't think anybody is at number 2 also. And there is no competition for them in the short run and in the long run. With this, I would say you all are very much invited to Bengaluru Tech Summit. We are the co-host of this event. With this, thank you. If you really want to hear all of us, then you have to come to Bengaluru Tech Summit. It is only invitation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arvind Kumarji, for that insightful address and how STPI has been integral part of this and the way it looks at this entire event. One thing I would like to bring to your attention, that to that extent, Bengaluru Tech Summit is a India Tech Summit. And the reason I say that is because we are agnostic. We invite all the states of India and their ecosystems, startup ecosystems and others, to participate. They participate very enthusiastically. Even STPI, when they put up a pavilion, there are many units from different parts of India participate in that. Last year, very happy to share with you that the startups from 36 different cities of India participated in the event. 36 different cities. And not necessarily metro. The number tells you all, metro, mini metro and others. Thank you so much, sir, for that address. And now we come to the most important part of this program, and that is open dialogue with Honorable Minister. I'm going to kickstart that. Just wanted to share with you that we received some interest from the attendees to, share their comments or ask questions and all that. So we are going to do that. If time permits, maybe we'll open it also for others to, introduce themselves and do. Try to keep it as crisp as possible so that we are able to take more questions and we can trigger more interaction. So with that, I'll request my console team to give the mic there only for you to. Okay. One more thing I would like to share with you. Honorable Minister will not respond to every question. I mean, many a time there are overlaps of questions and all that. So he will respond at the end after capturing the essence of all the questions and comments. Some comments in between if you wish to do. Okay. Yeah. You would like to speak first? Yeah. Okay. I think I will, yeah. Because there is some lot of interest already. I would like to start with requesting His Excellency Dr. Sebastian Domzalski of Embassy of Poland. If he is here, I would request him to, yeah. So the mic will come to you, and maybe you can share your comments.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Minister. Can you hear me? Yes? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, now you can hear me. Thank you very much. I'm a bit surprised, but I'll try to comment. I mean, I'm here to learn more about the Bengaluru Tech Summit. We've been participating as Poland. We are part of the Global Alliance, and we're eager to work with Karnataka, of course, and Bengaluru. Quite a number of Indian companies, tech companies investing in Poland. We are also having our companies here this year. Of course, we had a visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi G to Poland. We signed a strategic partnership with India. So we are keen to explore the possibilities, and I hope that we can meet in Bengaluru with Polish companies present there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for that keen interest that Poland has shown, and we are interacting very closely with your office on this. I would also like to request Your Excellency, Ms. Mari Ahmed, Embassy of Finland, Minister and Deputy Head of the mission, to kindly share your thoughts. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I hope the mic is working now. Honorable Minister, participants, thank you so much for insightful presentations, exciting video as well. Finland has good cooperation and very strong ties with Karnataka, including as a global innovation alliance partner, as we saw. And we also look forward to renewing our MOU very soon. So thank you for cooperation on that as well. We have participated in the Bengaluru Tech Summit since 2017 at ministerial level. And rest assured that we will not miss this year's BTS either, the Unbound BTS. And while we are still working on the format of our participation, both in the private sector and our government side, we look forward to cooperating with you in the lead up to the BTS. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I think the MOU is with the Minister of External Affairs. I think it should be done in the next couple of weeks in time for the BTS.
Thank you. And we really appreciate the participation of Finland since 2017. You have been an important partner, and this partnership is just growing. I'm so glad about that. Thank you so much. Mr. Bhaskar of NASSCOM, head of NASSCOM Regional Office of Karnataka, South India, is also here with us. And Bhaskar, would you like to make some comments and then request your 2 or 3 colleagues want to share their comments, right?
Yeah. Sure. Thanks, JP. First of all, good afternoon to all of you. And many congratulations on the 27th edition of Bangalore Tech Summit. Firstly and foremost, I'd like to thank Honorable Minister Shri Priyank Kharge ji and Secretary ITBT, Group Ma'am. His presence actually gives us the assurance any point in time what we have seen in Karnataka. And I don't know how many of you have interacted with Secretary ITBT, and I have said in many different occasions, and I was talking to somebody in the morning, if I have any issues from the NASSCOM wherein I need support from the department, her response time is not more than 5 minutes. So thank you, ma'am, for all your support. And that's what we need, and we are very much assured from the department the way you all are supporting us. There are a few things which I want to share while we have a focus on GCC. Sir, we have just recently launched the GC Landscape Report around a week back, which again assured Bangalore and Karnataka is leading. The current number which says all across India is 1700 plus GCCs in India. And by 2030, our speculation is we will touch 2200 plus GCCs in India. And the share of Karnataka and Bangalore is again tremendous, and we see 34% is going to be in Karnataka. So it's with your able government, this is all happening. So thank you for that. I will not take much time. I will just invite my colleagues, Pradhiman from Hughes Stick, if you can share your thoughts, and from Bengaluru Tech Summit, what you'd like to hear. Pradhiman, I think is, yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Bhaskar, for giving me this opportunity. So I am from Hughes Systic. We are part of the Hughes group of companies globally. Typical ITIS company, but very strong foundation and technical prowess in the VSAT area. So what I wanted to, I'm sure this is being taken care as part of your agenda because I saw the trending topics being covered as one of the themes. So, and the disruptors, right? So, Indian IT typically is a services company, and a lot of it is like L1 kind of services, right? So with the advent of AI, so I wanted to understand that how as an industry, we are going to mitigate, one, the impact of AI on these services companies. Secondly, it also is an opportunity for us as an industry to come out with solutions, you know, AI-based solutions which we can offer to the world. So probably, you know, there can be a thread around this. Second is, you know, when you talk about deep tech, other thought that comes to my mind is the deep state, right? So we recently heard Mr. Zuckerberg accepting the nexus between deep state and these biggies, big technology companies. So isn't it more imperative for us as a country, and also we look at the geopolitical situation, right? So we as a country, we can't depend on any other country for our own needs, wherein we talk about being self-sufficient in terms of whether it is defense, whether it is security, or for that matter, coming up with products wherein government can definitely foster that ecosystem and create those incubation centers wherein, you know, we as an industry, we as startup community can come up with world-class products, not only for the world, but definitely for India. I think this is the high need for us as a country to be self-sufficient and lead our own way. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just take that because the government of Karnataka is extremely serious about trying to see how gravely AI will impact governance as well as the private sector also, whether it's about jobs, processes, or any other place where it's going to have a cascading effect. So in our Center for E-Governance, we already have a AI and machine learning cell where we are talking to probably everybody who is into AI. We have already had a tie-up with OpenAI. We have tied up with Llama of Meta. We have talking to IBM. We are talking to various private sectors to understand how AI can help us in e-governance with respect to processes and other things. Having said that, the other thing is more serious question of deep state and security, when us being more self-reliant in these technologies rather than importing from outside. We run a very small center of excellence for AI and robotics, which is with Indian Institute of Science. But we are mulling over a larger center of excellence which will provide skills, which will provide incubation, and which will ensure this becomes the playground for innovations, for services and products for the government or for the private sector, because this is, like you rightly pointed out, it is extremely tricky and we need to build our own system. So we also have come up with our new cyber security policy, which dabbles a little bit in AI as well. So we are extremely proactive on this, and we have already got the necessary foundations for it. In fact, Bengaluru is rated as the top 5 AI cities among the top 50 AI cities in the world, and we are counted as the top 3 AI skilled cities in the world, only behind US and Germany. So the government of Karnataka intends to ensure that these skill sets are led to incubation, proper incubation and innovations, and definitely we are working towards it. So whether, like I mentioned earlier, the AI and the ML cell of the Center of E-Governance is already looking at how we can use this internally, and probably it needs a nudge across the sector towards cyber security. I think probably I will have a better answer probably in a couple of months on a framework to work around this. But point taken, we need to do this and we'll push for it.
Thank you, sir. If I may request Sandeep Arora from Microsoft. Sandeep, yeah, he's there.
So thank you so much. I'm Sandeep from Microsoft, and thank you, Group ma'am, for sharing the vision for BTS. And we have been actively participating. We have a large presence in Bangalore and very, very deep research happening. We have the Microsoft research set up there. And obviously look forward to engaging and participating this year as well. And besides that, would like to invite you to the MSR facility, the research facility, and maybe after the summit, once you get slightly free, and show you the kind of work happening there, which is making Karnataka proud and the country proud. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandeep. Parminder from Kyndryl.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister. Ma'am, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's just great to have you here in the town, and thank you very much for the support that you provide to the IT/ITS industry. Really appreciate that. We have been participating and supporting BTS. This year as well, we will be doing that. I think the expectations, there is a lot of talk in the world right now about talent on emerging technologies. I think Bangalore has a huge capacity on that. So I think if we talk about it, there's no dearth of talking about it. People are looking for talent, and that's the number one criteria for people to look at putting their investment. I think that's one. Second, I think, is huge amount of innovation that's happening both in public and private sector. People like to hear about case studies, so we'll also be presenting some of the case studies. Our colleagues also, I think that's something that's coming as a big focus. And third is, I think, partnerships. Somebody in Europe, they would want to hear about the partnership that Bangalore and Karnataka has with respective countries. I think it gives them a sense of familiarity. It gives them a sense of that, look, we know where we are getting into. So I think these 3 points, we have already touched upon that, but that's something that I think if we can cover, that would be great. Thank you.
Skills is something that we are extremely serious about. I think there is no other state in the country right now who has set up a skill council for emerging technologies, where we are working with 9 working groups. We are talking about skill sets right from cybersecurity to AI to genetics and everything that is going to be the biggest disrupting technologies in the next decade or so. And we've already started with 3 of them. We are spending close to around 19 crores only in skilling in specialized technology, emerging technologies. And recently, we have just a couple of weeks back, we have come up with a program called Nipuna, which is a unique program, again, devised by the government of Karnataka, which allows CSR funding, corporate development funding, and our funding. So it's just not, we are not talking about it, we are doing it. So we have envisioned a 300 crore plan to ensure that we have the best trained human resources in the world. We are no longer skilling for Karnataka or the Bengaluru ecosystem. The mantra is clear: skill locally, work globally. So you need to tell me what you need. If you tell me, Priyank, I need 30 people in digital forensic reports for financial frauds, you give me the curriculum, I will train with you along with that. If Microsoft needs 100 people in AI, we will do that. If 50 people need to be trained in machine learning, natural language modules of Japanese, we will ensure we do that. So this kind of flexible programs are not there with many people. So we are building a very strong foundation of skills. On top of that, we are building incubation. On top of that, we are building innovations. On top of that comes GCCs and other investments. So Government of Karnataka is extremely clear. We are not positioning ourselves as an investment destination. We are positioning ourselves as a knowledge destination, as a skill destination. That will lead to investments. I'm not worried about investments now. It's just a matter of time that sooner or later all of you will be in Bangalore. And so we are ahead of the curve, and we intend to keep the leadership position with respect to the skills.
And with, yeah.
Thank you. So well said, sir. So well said.
Now
I'm going to request you have a comment to make?
No, I was just making one comment. So with your assurance, sir, I was in a meeting with a US insurer last week, and their question was more towards getting skilled people specific on insurance. So I have already given a heads up to madam about this.
We are agnostic,
and,
I told you, right? You need people for packaging, I'm ready to deliver. You need people, data scientists, I'm ready to deliver.
Yeah.
And the other question that you asked about talking to the other countries are keen, like you just mentioned, Mr. Bhaskar. We are talking to our Global Innovation Alliance partners to have specific corridors. I don't want to be a sister city which will talk about everything. Let us have a very, very specific startup corridor with San Francisco, a water management corridor with the Dutch, so probably green renewable energy with Finnish or the Nordic countries. So very specific corridors for innovations need to be built, and we are working in that. And I think probably like how we are just talking with Finland, Poland, we're talking to every countries that is our alliance members, coming up with a specific thing. So probably in the next 6-7 months, we'll be having probably the best network for our startups to have market access in other countries, number one. Number two, great idea exchanges and skill exchanges can happen through these corridors.
Sure. JP, if you can allow, I got the GC landscape report which got launched. I want to present to Honorable Minister and the Secretary, if it's okay.
Thank you, Bhaskar, for that wonderful partnership over the years, built with Government of Karnataka and built with Bengaluru Tech Summit. Moving forward, I am going to request our international partners to start with US-India Business Council. We have with us Dr. Samir Guduru. He is the Director of Digital Economy, Aerospace and Defense. May I request you to please share your thoughts.
Thank you, Jagdishji. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister Kharge, Secretary ITBT, Dr. Kaur, Mr. Darshan Kumar, Director KITS, and MD of KITS. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity. First of all, it's such a pleasure, sir, to work with the Government of Karnataka, and thank you so much for hosting our board earlier this month in Bangalore. They were really appreciative of all that you have done, and thank you so much for that. USIBC has been privileged to partner with the Government of Karnataka over the last few years, and we formalized our relationship last year at the Bengaluru Tech Summit, incidentally, where we signed an MOU with KITS. And we look forward to engaging with you this year also going forward, and look forward to being a part of BTS. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Samir. And now moving on, we are very proud of our association with AmCham this year. This year, they have also come forward to curate a program. And this is the time I must invite Ms. Ranjana Khanna to share her thoughts.
Thank you so much. This was totally unexpected. We are joining the Bangalore Tech Summit for the first year this year, but we bring together the strength of the US industry's partnership in Karnataka, which is tremendous. And the range of the program as we see, it's not just technology with just AI and high tech. It also covers areas like agri-tech, which is something new I've seen. I don't know if it was there in the past. So that's really a very, very comprehensive program, and we look forward to supporting it completely with the US industry.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ranjana. And we are really looking forward to our engagement with AmCham this year. And now it's time for us to invite Dr. Subi Chaturvedi of InMobi. As you all know, the first unicorn of India, then another unicorn. The story of InMobi is tremendous. Dr. Subi Chaturvedi, your thoughts, please.
Thank you, JP, and thank you, Minister Kharge, Secretary Ma'am Ekrup Kaurji, Darshan. It's such a pleasure to be amongst this warmth. It almost feels like we're an extension of you. We've been participating in BTS for the last 3 years now. We led the inaugural session 2 years ago. This is unbound. I believe BTS this year is going to be ideas unbound, business unbound, talent unbound, and hope unbound, Minister Kharge. For us, this is very, very important because last year we launched the first ever global framework on integrity, trust, and safety. And we launched it at the BTS. We ran 2 main sessions on internet governance and cybersecurity. The world spotlight is today on India as a state that doesn't just lead in innovation and disruption, but also leads with ethics, leads with transparency. So we're hoping that at the BTS today, as well as in our larger engagement with Karnataka, because when we talk about bringing new users online, we're 3,000 strong in Bengaluru. So we also believe in keeping and retaining our most promising startups. And what we're looking at is an intervention. We're at a critical tipping point, sir. So therefore, with NASSCOM, with the several hats that I wear, I lead the US IBC Digital Economy Committee, the AI Joint Task Force between India and US. We're saying that let India not just be following. There are treaties being signed, there are documents being ratified. This is our opportunity with AI. Let's also not just confuse it with only Gen AI models, because that's where there's a lot of disproportionate attention. So with skilling, you also have the application layer, you also have chips where the infrastructure AI companies are leading. And with both Glance and InMobi, we've built one of the world's leading consumer tech companies, which is offering unique AI-based solutions. So that's where, sir, the question is, how with greater regulatory scrutiny, we're balancing creativity, entrepreneurship, leadership, and innovation. And that's where we see a lot of open opportunity. It's always a pleasure coming back, working with you, engaging with your team. But I think we can do a lot more when it comes to this opportunity, especially with the kind of friends we have in the room today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Subi, for that wonderful remark. Indeed, our partnership is good and growing year on year. Looking forward to that. Now we have here with us another segment that we have started focusing on in a very strong way at BTS, and of course there is a other event that Government of Karnataka does, GAFEX, from a gaming federation, and we have here founder of a very interesting startup, Octro. So Saurabh Agarwal had, sure, you're here? Okay.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. I would really like to thank Karnataka for the leading, for leading the tech innovation world and AVGC. Karnataka already operates the largest COE for, AVGC. operates a very large skilling drive for AVGC and gaming, has always lent support to startups in gaming. Recently, our industry has also seen headwinds with regulation and taxation, and we've always had the Honorable Minister and the Ministry lent us, a sympathetic ear and, sometimes even their voices in support of the industry. So really wanted to, take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Minister and the entire ministry. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have also with us, sorry.
While the government of Karnataka is extremely serious about this sector, of course, we are always there with you to champion your causes with the central government as well. I'm yet to hear back from the industry. See, we want to start a center of excellence for gaming. And because gaming just does not involve real money gaming. There are hundreds of other things that we can do. So once again, I request industry leaders and partners like you, join hands with Government of Karnataka. Let's do two things. One, a center of excellence for gaming. We already have a center of excellence for animation, visual effects already in place. It's a state-of-the-art center of excellence, but we want to do something separately in gaming, and we also want to have a e-gaming summit. It's now in Asian Games, maybe it'll get into Olympics next year. So we are ready to host you. So you need to ensure that all of you come together, the federations, a couple of federations that are there, startups that are there, companies that are successful that are there, industry captains who are here, to come together and help Karnataka organize these things. See, why Karnataka is so good at what we do is because we listen to you. It's not, we don't dream up things. So, whenever my interactions have been there with the industry, they all say that there is no one solid. Why can't we have a anchor event for India or for Asia when it comes to e-gaming? I think I'm putting that question back to you people.
Absolutely, sir. Hello. Yeah. Absolutely, sir. We will be glad to become partners. I haven't been to BTS, earlier, but this year I'll definitely make a point to be there myself. Right, sir? And, absolutely will, lend all the support that we can as an industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Saurabh. And continuing on this gaming, which is such a significant area, we have from another very good organization, Games 24/7, Head of Policy, Dr. Ankit, Mr. Ganesh Maruwala.
Honorable Minister, sir, respected Secretary, ma'am, respected MD, sir. I am privileged to have the opportunity to speak here today. Sir, your esteemed office and ITBT department are always available and accessible, making a real difference for the gaming industry. Thank you for consistently listening to our concerns of our industry, ensuring that our voices are heard and addressed. Sir, we are especially grateful for the tremendous support from your office and the department during the inaugural accelerator program that Games 24/7 launched last year during BTS. Sir, I'm proud to share that we are launching another accelerator program this year, building on our previous success. We'll be privileged to have your support and presence at our upcoming roadshow, which would greatly inspire the participants. Sir, your progressive vision for the gaming industry, including forward-looking policies like the AVGC Policy 3.0, the Gaming Center of Excellence, and the Skilling Advisory Council for Emerging Technologies, events like the GFX, show a strong commitment towards the industry. They play a pivotal role in making Karnataka a gaming powerhouse. Best wishes for the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2024.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your comments, and look forward to meet you during BTS and engagement. And now, of course, a very significant segment. This is the last interaction that we have in a structured manner. And that is, I would like to invite Dr. Ankit Pal, NXP Semiconductor, to share your thoughts. Yeah, it's coming from there.
Thank you. So first and foremost, Honorable Minister, huge gratitude for your vision for Silicon City of India, and similarly to Ekrup Kaur ma'am as well. This September, our CEO, Mr. Kurt Sievers, was in India, and he mentioned about 3 key elements which are required in any ecosystem: aspiration, trust, and collaboration. And I think certainly the people of India and people of Bangalore signify all these 3 elements. We as NXP have key strength in Karnataka, in Bengaluru, and will continue to build it. NXP is committed to India, and NXP is committed to Karnataka. System innovation is key area where India would consume more than $100 billion of semiconductors by 2030, and electronic system consumption would be more than $500 billion. Your continued focus and strengthening on both these semiconductor design and electronic system design will pave the way. We also highly appreciate the theme of breaking boundaries for this year, and also appreciate the vision of linking Bengaluru with San Francisco. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We have a few more minutes. If there are any questions, should we take that? And then, so in case anybody else just, have any question or a comment to make, we'll be happy to take that. And just introduce yourself before we do that. Yeah.
Good afternoon. This is Sanjay. So I've been covering the IT. I'm in the media. So I was just wondering that the 27th summit is happening, and do we have an AI robot or some mascot who's going to welcome the delegates over there? We had an AI robot in my previous dinner. Last year we had an AI robot who served coffee also. So we are ahead of the curve now. We need to get a robot.
Anyone else? Good. So I think we had good interaction, and thank you very much for that wonderful insights from different sectors. I now request Honorable Minister to address the gathering. You would like to do that from there or from here?
Thank you very much. Ellorigu namaskara. A very good morning to all of you. Dignitaries on stage, Shri Arvind Kumarji, Shri Tyagiji, Dr. Kaur, Shri Darshanji, Ms. Gurmeet Tejji, Patankarji, and all the wonderful distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, thank you for taking time to be here. The government of Karnataka truly appreciates your time and your presence right here. I think it speaks volumes about the way the government of Karnataka functions, and we're really grateful for your presence here today. So I'll not take too long. I'm just here to briefly say what our ecosystem stands for. You're aware of the Bangalore Technology Summit that is happening recently. While Dr. Kaur is a bureaucrat, Dr. Ekrup Kaur is a bureaucrat, so she has to showcase Karnataka, and I'm the politician, so I have to show off Karnataka. So, because it's not too long ago, Bengaluru was the pensioner's paradise. And today, we are one of the most disruptive cities in the world. We are building a resilient, sustainable, and inclusive nation through technology and innovation from our state of Karnataka. You know, I'm often asked what makes Karnataka a leader in various sectors. I mean, you pick a sector, we have a piece of pie in that. We have a huge stake in that. And I think it's because we have always been breaking boundaries, and we have been unbound in creating policies. We have been unbound in tapping talent, and we have been unbound in creating and nurturing an ecosystem that is quite enviable across the nation. I mean, we have built a strong ecosystem of a strong foundation of education, knowledge and skills that have led to incubation, research and innovations now. Take a look at our education landscape. Show me any other state that has close to around 250 engineering colleges, 70 medical colleges, 45 universities, 1,777 public and private industrial training institutions. We have the Indian Institute of Science, we have the Indian Institute of Management, we have the IIIT Bengaluru, we have NIT, we have C.V. Raman Institute, we have DRDO, we have the NIMHANS for brain research, we have National Tuberculosis Center, we have the University of Agriculture Sciences, we have the National Aeronautics Labs and Limited, we have the HAL, we have the BHEL, we have the ISRO. I mean, we are producing the maximum number of graduates for the workforce. This did not happen overnight. It has taken us a long time. Like I said, we have been breaking boundaries for a very long time now. And I think that is what has led us to being the world's 4th largest technology cluster. We are number 1 in India Innovation Index consistently. We are number 1 in service exports. We corner close to around 38% of the foreign direct investment that flows into the country. With 40% share, we are number 1 in electronics design in India. In machine tools manufacturing, we have a staggering 52% share. In aerospace and defense manufacturing, we are 65%. Bengaluru is the 5th position in the top 50 AI cities in the world. Biotech production and exports, we have a 60% share. 21% of the national bioeconomy is from Karnataka. The total base of startups in biotech is now crossed over 1,000. Only in biotech we have 1,000 startups, and just last year we had close to around 202 new biotech startups registering with us. That is almost like 1 new startup every 1.5 days, and we are number 4 in the global startup ecosystems currently. And Karnataka is the 5th largest unicorn hub in the world, only behind the Bay Area, New York, Beijing and London. 85% of funding of e-commerce marketplaces has happened in Karnataka. Just last year, we have raised close to around $15.1 billion this financial year, sorry. And we lead in funding in B2B at a staggering close to around $40 billion. In B2C, we have close to around $5 billion. And our closest competitor, which a lot of people think is Telangana, no. Our closest competitor is Delhi. And their B2B funding has been only $13.5 billion, whereas ours is close to around $50 billion. And their B2C is only $1.8 billion, whereas ours is around close to around $5 billion. We have 3,600 plus funded technology startups, which is the highest, that is last year. And most interesting is 25% of all the technology startups that are in Karnataka and in Bengaluru leverage deep tech. I think that is where is the most, that is a very interesting statistic, because this is where pure science is leading to actually technology that solves real life problems. And like you're aware, Karnataka is the 5th largest unicorn hub. And India has close to around 112 unicorns, which are valued at close to around $320 billion, out of which 45 unicorns are in my state of Karnataka, my city of Bengaluru, who are valued close to around $161 billion. 38% of 435 soon-to-be unicorns are from my state. We have a great ecosystem for investments in my state. We have 1,565 VC funds and corporate venture funds. We have 17,164 angel investors. We have the highest number of female employable talent in the nation. We have 1,100 active women-led startups that have been funded only in Bengaluru. And these startups have raised close to around $10 billion. And we are just not innovating in Bengaluru. Like earlier, all my colleagues did mention about how we have got this cluster-based approach throughout the state. So innovation is thriving beyond Bengaluru. The Mysore cluster has close to around 402 startups. The Mangaluru cluster has close to around 432 startups. And the Hubli, Dharwad, Belgavi cluster has close to around 463 startups. And we have a program called Elevate, where we give close to around 50 lakhs as a grant to startups. The state government, show me any other state government in the country who has funded close to around 983 startups. And these startups, out of these startups, 32% of them are from tier 1 and tier 2 cities. And out of these 983 startups, 24% of the startups are women-led startups. So Karnataka is building a resilient, sustainable, and inclusive state for the rest of the nation to follow. And we are strong in research and development, like most of my friends here did mention. 400 plus R&D centers, 100 plus chip designing houses, 70% of national chip designers are from my state. We are also the skill capital for the nation, with 1/3 of all tech talent of the nation available here. India's share in global engineering and R&D is set to grow from $44 billion to $170 billion, and 22% of entire global engineering research and development is going to happen from India, which Karnataka is going to take the lead from. And like I mentioned earlier, we are also the AI capital for the nation. We are the second largest AI talent hub, and now we are also positioning ourselves as global leaders in AI talent and AI innovations. And the Global Capability Centers, the report that was launched by NASSCOM recently very clearly says that we are the leaders, with close to around 837 GCCs and GCC units included. And the second closest again is Delhi with 370, Mumbai comes third with 300, Hyderabad comes close with 270, followed by Pune with 268 or 260, if I'm right. So the reason I'm saying all this is the ecosystem is there in Bangalore. The ecosystem is because of our education, it's there because of our knowledge capital, it's there because of our skill capital, and the government itself incubates a lot of centers of excellence. So if you saw Dr. Kaur's slide, which did not have the entire landscape, because of the paucity of time, if we sit and explain what are the entire landscape of the Karnataka innovation is going to take at least half a day. So we run centers of excellence in cybersecurity, agri-innovation, data science and AI, aerospace, biotechnology, semiconductor fabless, machine intelligence and robotics, animation and gaming. By the end of this financial year, we will be having centers of excellence in health science and medical devices. We'll be having a COE for manufacturing. We'll be having one in automobile tech, wireless and wireless products. We'll have a biotech accelerator, a fintech accelerator, a gaming accelerator, and also a center of excellence in water management. And all this are not something that like I mentioned earlier, it's not something that we dreamed about. Since we interact with the industry so closely, we understand what is the way forward. So we'll also be having just not the Bengaluru Tech Summit, we also will be having the Social Innovation Summit, we'll be having the Urban Solution Summit, the Water Summit, and the Circular Economy Summit, where it will not just be an idea exchange, but there will be ideas coming in from the startups or from thought leaders, and if there is a service or a product that we like, the government will be immediately ready to not only fund it but also adopt it within the government. And of course the Bangalore Tech Summit, which is the crown jewel. It's been going on for 27 years. What started as BangaloreIT.com has now it used to just be between STPI and the government of Karnataka, where we showcase to other states how good the Karnataka ecosystem is, how good STPI is at helping us with IT-enabled services and IT services exports. But what started out 25 years back, 26 years back, today has become a global event where a lot of states come to us for learnings, but also we are all expanding through our Global Innovation Alliance members. So this is probably how Arvindji mentioned, it is just not about a Bengaluru ecosystem, it's just not about STPI partnering with the government of Karnataka. This is going to be a place where the future of the nation will be showcased. This is the place where there will be people from outside the country coming in for their businesses to figure out what next they could do in India. You will be quite surprised. In the last Bangalore Tech Summit, just a couple of days before the launch, I get a call from one of the Middle East countries, the GCC countries, and they say that one delegation is coming from my country and I would love to see the startups. I said, like, look, we are extremely busy with the Bengaluru Technology Summit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to showcase all the startups that are registered in 48 hours. He said, no, you have to do something, you have to help us. We have even the minister himself coming. The idea was to see what schemes are there, what policies are there, and also to see how our startups are faring. So, well, we did something with my director IT, and we asked him to round up some usual suspects with deep tech interest. So we got in less than 48 hours or in less than 3 days, we were able to showcase to them close to around 50 to 60 startups. And you will not believe it, they were so surprised, taken aback by the kind of technology that was being built by these startups. They were ready, they funded close to around 12 or 14 of them with an average funding of $200,000. That's how, that's how robust, agile our ecosystem is, and they have promised to come back to BTS this year for more shopping. So the point I was trying to make is that Bengaluru Tech Summit is a technology summit for the future. And to cut a long story short, Bengaluru's GDP is estimated to grow at 8.5% till 2035. So we will be leading from the front. The state of Karnataka is breaking boundaries to make India a skill nation, a research destination, an innovation capital, a startup hub, a manufacturing destination, and a biotech pivot that will transform lives. Trust me, we are the only city and state that is unbound and has the hunger to design, develop, and deliver innovations from agriculture to deep space, and we are the ones with potential and the resources to break the boundaries to make global impact. My government is not a government, it is a government that listens. We are learning and we are ready to adapt. We are keen to be as agile as you are. We are keen to ensure that we grow with you, and the growth will have more social impact across sectors, not only in the state but also for the nation. So without taking more time, for your presence over here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Bengaluru soon. And for many of you who have not been to Bengaluru for the Bengaluru Tech Summit, I really would. सर्दी तो आपको बर्दाश्त नहीं होती, गर्मी अच्छी नहीं लगती, और दिल्ली की राजनीति से दूर रहो तो ही अच्छा है. So in English, like how we pitch, weather-wise or otherwise, we are a good state to be in. So you need to come to Bengaluru Tech Summit. You need to come and engage with the government of Karnataka, and we are going to be your partners for growth in the future. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you.
I'm just going to take 2-3 more minutes. Such a wonderful address by Honorable Minister. You all know about salubrious weather, research backbone, talent, knowledge, skills, Cosmo, inclusive, so many elements that creates Karnataka ecosystem. But there is another element, and that is the leadership. Where do you find a leader who's so passionate, insightful, and engaging? Thank you so much, sir, for your leadership. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to mention here that Dr. Ekrup Kaur is another big plus to this entire thing. She has an insatiable appetite for raising the bar and pushing the envelope. And who knows it better than probably me and all her team members. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for your leadership. Shri Arvind Kumarji, your love for Karnataka oozes out when you speak. And it is on your, it's so wonderful to really see that. Thank you so much. STPI has been a great partner, and this partnership will only grow in the coming years. You represent the international engagement for BTS. So that's very important for us. Our Darshanji, I have seen him you don't come across such an accessible person. Just the other day I was in Mysore. The way he was surrounded by startups and the way he was patiently addressing, motivating them to register and all that is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you, Darshanji, for your leadership. And of course, Shailendra Tyagiji, the most silent person, but the most effective person who brings the entire STPI ecosystem to the table at BTS, developing not only a wonderful exhibition, but also curating the entire STPI IT Export Awards. So with that, we are almost coming to a conclusion, but I have a last request and a mention I must make of Srimati Gurneet Tej, Resident Commissioner, Karnataka Bhavan. Now you know, ma'am, that in the coming months there is a lot that we'll expect from you and we'll engage with you to bring the national ecosystem to Karnataka. Thank you for your presence. Thank you so much. With that, I'm Jagdish Patinkar concluding this interaction. We promised to start at 11:30 and conclude it at 1. With the grace of 5-7 minutes, we have actually done that. Thank you. And please join us for the interaction and lunch. Thank you.